morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's evening here and I'm doing something strange. I'm cooking breakfast. But this is my first attempt at cooking a full English in an air fryer. I have no idea whether I'm going to make this work, but I'm going to try. So, because that's what I do. So what I can do is actually change the camera angle so you can see me like either passing or failing, layering up this bad boy. So I've just got some accessories from Amazon because my Tower Vortx didn't come with anything. So it just came with a basket, which is great. So I want to see if I can do a full English in, it's probably going to be like 10 minutes in the air fryer. So it's probably going to take me longer than that to load it up. But anyway, I'll change the camera angle so you can see what I'm doing. Alrighty then, so we have bacon going in first. So I hope this works because I like my bacon crispy. So this is Danish bacon. So there's 5 rashers in this packet, but I don't think I'm going to need 5. I'm going to start with putting these on the bottom to see what they'll do. So. Yeah, 3 fit in there nicely. I'm going to whack a rack in there. Boom. It's nice and flush. And then start off with some of these sausages. These are Cornish chipolatas, and they look pretty good. Keegan Kebs. I don't know where they're from. Cornish red pork, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, they look pretty good. So, yeah, nice local sausage. So, let's get into these. Just see what we can do with the rack. Oh, these are good. I might go with just 2 of those. And let's get into some black pudding. So, I don't know where this is from actually. But anyways. Yeah, so this is like a kind of a fun experiment to see whether I can air fry an entire full English breakfast. This could be revolutionary. The bit on the end is really weird, but I don't like to waste any. So that is going to come off there. So, whoops, no it's not. It's just going to break, but I'm still not going to waste it. I'm just going to whack it in there. So, have a couple of little bits there. No, you don't. You go down the cracks there. You just behave yourself. Okay, so there you go. That makes me feel better. So that's that. In going with baked beans. So we tried an egg, and I did it in this ramekin, which turned out okay. The egg was actually really yummy. So it had a crispy shell on top. So, and yeah, it was really soft inside. So yeah, it was that. So that was a success. A very unique take on an egg, an air fried egg. So. I like tomatoes with my full English, so I'm going to put some of these in, and all I'm going to do with these is simply add a little bit of salt to the tomatoes because I don't have a lot of salt, but I think tomatoes need salt. So. This could be a disaster. I'm hoping it's not. So this is the good stuff. This is the good stuff. This is the Himalayan salt. So if I'm going to eat salt, I'll make sure it's a good quality salt. So that's that. We already worked out that we could do kind of fried bread in the thing. That was fun as well. So, but this time I'm going to crack an egg directly into the top of this rather than cooking it in a ramekin, because I'm interested to see what the egg turns out like when it's just cracked in. Oh, so it's kind of rolling into tomatoes a bit. I should have yeah, that shows my worktop's not level, but there you go, that's that. So it's all cut up. That only took like, you know, a couple of minutes. So let's get it in the actual fryer and see what happens in the air fryer. Right. Okay, well that's in. So we'll be back in a minute second to see what happens. I've literally set the air fryer for just over 10 minutes, but I'll check on the egg just in case it's because I don't want it to be overdone, because the yolk last time was solid but crumbly. It was really unique. But anyway, let me pause this and I'll be right with you. Okay, so this is the reveal of the I'm absolutely stoked with this. So this, I've taken this out after 5 minutes just to check the egg, and check that out. That's fascinating. Even the tomatoes are done. 5 minutes in the air fryer. So I'm gonna get this out somehow without scolding myself, which I can do. I can do it. So, and check, because the food underneath, the air obviously gets to the top really quick. That's raw still, so I'm going to whack that back in and cook it up. But the egg and the tomatoes are fantastic. So, lessons learned: put the egg and the tomatoes in after, you know, maybe 8 minutes of cooking. That's you know, or you know, I'm so stoked with that. That egg looks amazing. And it tastes really good too. So yeah, and what a great crunch. So, shame I messed up the timing, but this is all experimental. This is what I love about new gadgets, is I don't read any rule books or anything else. I just crack on with it. So I'll leave that pan. Tell you what I'll do. I'll grab a plate, put it over there to keep that warm. And yeah, and we'll be back in another millisecond to see what's going on with the rest of the food. But I'm stoked already. Okay, the reveal. I'm so stoked with this. So I've took the beans out because they cooked really quick, like 2 minutes. They were done. So, and yeah, this is brilliant. So the egg was 2 minutes. The rest was 10 minutes. So let's have a look. I mean, that looks like a pretty well done sausage. Let me just put that on there. Just check the wolf. Yep, that is cooked. So here we go. I'm gonna plate up my full English. So where can I get the plate that's better? No, there. Oh, here. That'll work. So here we go. So 2 sausages, some black pudding, perfect. So there you go. This was an experiment that I'm extremely happy with. So we've got an air fried. Is that going to come out? It could be a problem. So we have an air fried full English in 10 minutes. So the lessons learned are that when you put the plate in the top, that the it kind of stops the air circulating as much and really just concentrates on the plate in the top. So if I was doing this again, what I would do, I would cook the meat first for like 8 minutes, and then for 2 minutes I would put the beans in and then the egg in the top. So, oh, so good. Right, I've got to work out to get this. There you go. Right, let's get rid of that without burning myself. That's that. And look at that bacon in the bottom now. Like mine, crispy, and that's perfectly well done. So, full English, 10 minutes, 1 air fryer. So, let's get rid of that. We'll start in that rolling mo. So the egg is still warm. So I can't believe this egg was done in 2 minutes. I've put no fat at all in any of this. The only thing I've done is seasoned up the tomatoes with a little bit of salt. That's it. That's it. So these were 2 minutes. So, and I only had it set at 180 rather than 200 as well. So we've got the tomatoes going there. So what should we do with the beans? So let's I don't mind the bean mixing with the tomatoes. So there's a ramekin of beans, and that was 2 minutes in the air fryer. So I have a full English breakfast with no extra fat, no frying, all cooked in my Vortx air fryer. And I am so stoked, so impressed with this. Just putting a bit of tomato in there. Now look at that. 10 minutes. 10 minutes, and the only thing I've got to wash up is that pan, the basket, and the ramekin, and then my plate. So no, I've not used any fat at all. So let's get this away, and I'm going to get into it. So there you go. That's it. 10 minutes in the air fryer. So no extra fat involved at all. So the egg took 2 minutes, the tomatoes took 2 minutes, the beans took 2 minutes, and the rest of the meat was for the rest of the 10 minutes. So 180. I didn't have it set to 200, and I'm excited. This is fun. Like, food needs to be fun, and like creating. Yeah, I'm stoked, and like, you know, and that's with a 50 quid air fryer. So right, I'm gonna get into this. So here goes the black pudding. Not had this for years. My days. It's so damn good. It tastes like it's been fried. There's already enough fat in this food without adding more fat by frying it. So, you know, it's I feel like I'm eating a healthy full English, which shouldn't be a thing, but it is with an air fryer. Oh, that's delicious, man. Right, let's try these corner sausages. Quality. Look at that. Wow. Wow. Perfectly cooked sausages. So they were chipolatas, so they were thinner than, like, you know, but it's cooked through perfectly, and all done in 10 minutes. So I was watching my smart meter as well, and so I've got my TV running, I've got all my lights on, stuff like that. So that's normally about 6p an hour, and most of the time when the air fryer was on, it went up to like 8p an hour, just like 2 pence an hour. But just occasionally, when it needed to heat up, just for a few seconds, it would go up to like 32p. But at the end of the day, this was 10 minutes, so it's a lot, a lot cheaper than cooking on hob. You're not using any oil, so electric ovens are a crazy amount of money to use. So yeah, if you haven't got an air fryer, invest in one, because it will literally save you money and it will save you fat, because you don't need to add any fat to make fried food. Right, let's get into this egg. The egg might be slightly cold, although I tried to keep it warm, because this cooked in 2 minutes. I added no fat to this, so it's just straight into the pan. Oh, it's so good. It's a fried egg. It's not even in 2 minutes. The yolk is not runny, so this would take some experimentation. So, but it looks to me like you could do an egg in 1 minute. But look, let me bring this to the camera, because this is a proper farm egg. So look at that, beautiful, from a local farm just up the road from me. That's delicious. This is crazy. It's like technology, man. I'm loving it. Tomatoes are just perfect. Just a little bit of salt as a seasoning. Let's get into these beans. This was a cheap tin of 30p beans from B&M. They're just amazing. Don't waste money on expensive baked beans. You really don't need to. So these were 30p from B&M. And they're just called hunger breaks. And they're as good as any of the top quality. They're as good as the Cross and Blackwell beans. So I think these are nicer than Heinz. So that's pretty cool. Right, okay. So let's get into this bacon then. So I'm gonna go for the crispiest bit. And do you know what? I'm just going straight in. Oh. That is the Don. I can't believe that that's been cooked with air and it's not been fried in a pan. That's going to make a really good bacon sandwich. So, sorry about the vegans and vegetarians out there. You know that I champion both of those groups of eating, but there is nothing that replaces bacon yet. But when it comes to burgers and chicken and stuff like that, the vegan and vegetarian options are amazing. But I wanted to do a full dirty English in the air fryer as an experiment to see how it comes out, and it is amazing. That is so good. I'd be interested to know how many calories I've saved by not adding any fat and not frying anything. So, because this tastes no different at all. The only thing that I slightly messed up, I slightly overcooked the egg, but I don't mind that because it tastes fantastic. But I think you could do an egg in an air fryer in a minute if you wanted a runny yolk. I don't know, I'm just gonna have to experiment. Oh my God. I'm stunned, literally stunned about how good this is. So I'm gonna sign out now and finish up the rest of this off. So if you haven't got an air fryer, just buy one. I waited ages, and then I just can't believe the quality. Oh, delicious. So I'm going to sign out. Thanks for watching. Please like the video. Drop some comments in if you've experimented with air fryers, because I'm interested to know what other people are doing with them. So, but I'm gonna play with this bad boy. Sorry, girl. Sorry, Rose. And I'm gonna just get more and more creative with it. So I've got some ideas, but I don't want to give them away. I'm gonna just surprise you all. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please like the video. Drop us a subscription, because we're over the 900 mark now. So we're like, you know, tantalizingly close to that 1,000. So every single sub makes a difference. Like, you know, we only started the channel 4 weeks ago. So I'm really happy with everyone that's supported us. It's been fantastic. So cheers, everyone. Oh. Bye-bye.